All right, let's do a quick vehicle update. You guys good with that? All right, here we go. Ruby. Turned out it was a bad O2 sensor. Just one O2 sensor was causing the right bank to go really, really rich. We've got the exhaust done. If we look right here, that shiny new pretty thing, that is a actual Flowmaster, and it is the Flowmaster FX. This thing sounds great. I do have a drone at a certain speed, so I'm going to talk to Pat about that. And this power door lock was really, really sluggish, so I went to the junkyard, grabbed one, rebuilt it, put it in here. And for some strange reason, between 98 and 99, the wires are reversed. So when I hit lock, it unlocks. When I hit unlock, it locks. So all I have to do is D-pin, flip them around, put them back in the connector, and put it back on. So that's that. 2 oil leaks. One is coming from the oil pan area, whether it be the drain bolt, the oil filter, or the oil pan itself. I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll be able to see the drips. Yep, right there is a drip. Okay, so not major. I'll go ahead and pop the hood, and you notice here we've got the typical broken handle. The lock cylinder's in there. I have a replacement that will be going on. I just ran out of time today. I'm exhausted. It was a very long day. Okay. Boy, such a pretty thing. I've had numerous people say, hey, is that for sale? Not for what I've got in it. Okay, the oil leak is, one of them is right here, just on this sending unit. Okay, right there. And it's just a little weep. It's not really a leak, just a weep. Everything else is good and tight. Don't see anything else going on there. I do have, I've been doing a lot of house calls, so I've put 400 miles on it since last Friday. And at 600 miles, I'll be doing the oil change, and then I'll schedule with Kelly. I already talked to Kelly, so, and Kelly's going to make it right with the AC charge that he did that didn't take when he told me that they found no leaks and it all leaked out. So he's going to make that right. I do have a complete new kit, and it's in the toolbox in the back here. Watch your ears. I'm going to shut the thumpy hood. Let's open this up here. I have a 3-year 36,000 mile warranty on a new compressor, not rebuilt, and a new collector, and a bunch of other accessories that go with it, including a flush, high pressure switch, PAG oil, everything but the Freon, and new orifice. So they're going to be taking care of that when I bring it in for the 600 mile service. I'm going to do the oil change, they're going to do the service. If you look right there, you'll see a new 1/2-inch drill with a big handle on the end of it. Stopped at a pawn shop, and that was and I have no idea why, because it's brand spanking new. It was on the clearance table for 60 bucks. I offered them 50. They took it. You can look those up. The new price is over $200 for that thing. So got a new drill. We'll be going out to the shop with this video as well. And the main reason I came out here was because I forgot my cooler. Isn't that nice? My cooler matches the truck. This one. Whoa, goodness sakes. You better watch out there, Blondie. See the cat? Meow meow. Meow meow. What you doing? Meow meow. What you do? Well, meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Hi. Yeah, I know. It's rough. So, what was I talking? Oh, the cooler. Yeah, my cooler matches my truck's. But I forgot to grab it out of there, so now I've got it. And Clifford, I thought it was the fuel pump. I honestly thought it was the fuel pump. It wasn't the fuel pump. So what was it? Well, I dumped a little gas down the carburetor and nothing. I thought, well, if it's a fuel pump, it would have popped over a little bit. And then I realized this thing is was sporting its original ignition module. So I just happened to have two on hand, and Clifford is back in business, and I didn't have to drop the fuel tank. I'm so glad. Okay, you guys want to hear the exhaust on Ruby? You'll just hear it at idle, but I'll let you hear it. It's a little throatier than Clifford. Like I say, I've got a drone, so I know that I can do heat wrap. I just have to figure out where, and I'll check with Pat on that. I've got the heat wrap. I just want him to let me know where it is that I have to do that. So now we need to go out to the shop. So I'll see you guys out there. Walking up to the shop, you guys will see a homemade log splitter. Not mine. My buddy and neighbor Dave picked this up for silly cheap money, and the engine was locked up, so I checked the oil, and the engine was full of water. We're going to see if we can't revive that engine, so we'll try to get that one on the channel, but it'll be a little while. Now let's get into the shop, get some lights on. At the same sale that log splitter came from was it was an estate sale. They were emptying everything out, and in emptying everything out, they had one item that I kind of took a liking to. And well, this was one thing that I got the slug busters, Greenlee slug busters. It's upside down, but got that. What else did I get? There's quite a few just little things. Oh yeah, a seamer that you use a air hammer with, which is kind of cool for doing sheet metal. Putting a seam on it so you can overlap, and it'll be a nice even overlap. That was in there with it. Oh, and here's a set screw. I took the first one out. The second one I went to take out, I shattered the bit in. I may have already said that on another video. I always keep spare parts, and we're talking about Clifford again. This is a good used coil. I had two good ignition modules and a new fuel pump here, and I have another new fuel pump up in the cabinet over there. So I always keep extra parts like that. Here is my new exterior door handle, and 6 quarts of 5W30 full synthetic. It's Napa brand, but Valvoline makes it, so we're good there. And then I got the Napa Gold oil filter. So that's the oil change we'll be giving it, and that'll leave me one extra quart to leave in the toolbox. And all these papers here, yeah, we'll end up tallying up what that truck wound up costing me at some point. So, all right, you guys know I've got the Craftsman 618 or Atlas 618 / Craftsman 101 lathe, and a bunch of accessories for it. And the reason all these accessories are sitting out is my neighbor Dave, my friend Dave's dad, is just jonesing after this something hard, and it's the only reason I got what I got, was because I really like this lathe. But anyway, the only reason I got what I got. So when we get back to that estate sale, you guys just have to sit here and look at the lathe for a minute. The item that I was interested in, we looked it up and found a fair used price, and the guy shot me a price, and it was a very good price. No qualms, but I told him, I said that, and I even had my paperwork with me from the truck and the dates and everything on it, and I showed him, I said, I have all but tapped myself out, and I honestly can't afford that. But if at the end of the estate sale it hasn't sold, if you boys and your mom agrees, I will give you X number of dollars for that item, which was less than what they were asking. I wanted them to have a chance to get what they were asking out of it. It did not sell, so I wound up with it. No, it's not this mill. I've already had this mill. It is this mill. It is a Smithy Granite 1324. These things retail for $4,800 plus. It is a drill, a mill, and a lathe all in one. It's kind of like the woodworker's shopsmith, only for metalworking. And I have known about these for a long time. I know that even though they're made in China, they're made pretty well, and they still make them, they still sell them. There's nothing I can't get for it. This one was used very little in the shop. The guy was mainly a woodworker, as you can see from all the wood dust that's all over it. Well, he made this cart to set it on. It weighs 800-ish pounds, but cart came with it, and it's on cast iron wheels and a steel frame and a steel top, and it's not even bolted down. And I checked for level as far as the ways being out. It's great. Everything's just spot on with it. So it's a step up from this one, because I can run 8-inch material as opposed to 6-inch material. And the tooling for this one, for the mill head, just happens to be the same for this mill. So I've already got most of the tooling. It did come with just a little smattering of tooling. Oh, where's that tote? There's a tote in here somewhere that has, there it is, right there. This has the extra stuff, some of the extra stuff in it. Let me move the King Midget hood over, see if we can't get this lid open enough to take a gander inside. So you can see I've got a lot of the clamp down stuff, some end mills, 2 flute, 4 flute, some reamers, just a smattering of tools. Nothing extraordinary. But we just went through the drawers, and anything that guy thought was closely mill related, he just threw in. That looks like a knurling head. It is. Right on. I wasn't wanting to get rid of my knurling head, but I don't have to. There we go. I just wonder if the extra sets of knurling heads are in there. But anyway, we're in good shape as far as tooling goes. It does take larger takes 1/2 inch cutters as opposed to the 3/16 or 1/4 inch that my other lathe has, so all the tooling for that other lathe can go right along to Dave's dad. But let me show you guys a good shot of the back side and give you the model number here. That's long enough. It's actually powered by a DC motor, 60 volt DC motor that allows this to run on 110. It needs a good bath, no doubt about it, and I will certainly give it a good bath. I was fortunate. I got not the paper owner's manual, but I got an owner's manual from online, and there's a lot of stuff available for it. I'm going to get a small 3-inch vise similar to the Enco that I have here, machinist vise, that will swivel, and all I'll do, he's only got that bolted down on one side. This one must have fallen out. But anyway, you know, cross slide, unbolt it, comes off, stick the vise on there, easy peasy. The head swings 360 degrees, and it is degreed so that you can just do all kinds of neat and nifty stuff with it. And it'll save the wear and tear on the big mill and leave it for the larger jobs. So I'm real excited about that. And what I sold that for, like I say, paid for that. So I'm really not in it any more than what I was in this, which I will take all day, every day, 365, 24/7. And that's going to round it out. Just a quick update on both the trucks. Update on a big new tool for the shop. That one will be going away. This being on wheels is fantastic. I'm just going to leave it like it is, because like I say, the bed is still level. It's solid enough and beefy enough. It doesn't have to be mounted to strong substrate like this one does, because this bed I did have to shim in order to get a slight twist out of it. So, and he's getting everything, including the double layer birch plywood. He's getting it all. But there we go. We've made some decent headway as far as all of the written plans for, and I always make sure that I've got written plans done before I tear into something, so that I'm measuring 2, 3, 4, 5 times and only cutting once. Made real good headway on laying everything out to get this quick way loader moved over to the Sovereign, and tiny little things to do on this. Head gasket obviously to do here, and I also needs a new gasket on the oil dipper. But there you have it. There's you an update. Haven't done this sort of an update for a while. People were asking through emails how Ruby was doing. Ruby is doing flawless, other than a couple little minor leaks and the AC not staying charged. I troubleshooted the O2 sensor myself and replaced it, got the new exhaust and everything in it. Like I said, I've got the total tallies in there. We will, it hurts. It actually hurts. I've got some things to add to it because I just bought some more stuff for it. And then I'm going to have the expense of installing all the components too. So we'll get a grand total once we get ruby where I want it. Then there's the rotors have a little bit of a shudder to them, so I got to get those turned. Just the normal, you know, get a new used vehicle stuff that I won't include in my initial outlay, but all this stuff is still relevant. Yeah, all right, that's it. This is your friendly neighborhood Zippo. It looks like Clifford's wanting to make a right-hand turn there. He's already leaning towards it, isn't he? All right. I promise you guys, I will see you on the next one. And with that, I'll see you when I see you. Later. I'm out of here.